a little bit. I might need to. Welcome to Scott Gym for the St. Christopher's varsity basketball season opener against Churchill Academy. Saints' first game of the season. Had a disappointing one last year.
Yeah, Saints end up going 8-20 on the season last year. Not the season they wanted. A lot of returning guys, though.
Definitely.
The first game of the year here after Thanksgiving break, playing Churchill Academy. Blocked by Williamson as Booker Nelson tried to drive inside. That'll be a baseline play for the Phantoms.
Yeah, a lot of new guys in this roster this year. A lot of new young faces we've seen returning the same starting five, some of the same starting five. They lost only one senior last year, Arnold Henderson, who walked on at VCU. But for the most part, it's a similar team to last year. A lot of guys are developing physically, and that's a good sign for the Saints.
Yeah, Saints are without star forward Walker Wallace, senior captain, ankle injury, so he's out for today's game. Nikos Kavanis coming in the lineup to replace him. Kavanis, jump fake, kicks it out back to Williamson, off the glass and in the 2-point.
Yeah, Williamson's been developing extremely well here. Was really focused on the cross primarily, but coaches urged him to focus on basketball because of his length and size, and he's definitely getting some looks from some Division I schools. And that's blocked by Green. Keyshawn Pulley will take it in transition behind the back and gets tripped up, kicks it out to Kavanis.
KP Pulley's a guy for the Saints who really looks to have a breakout year at a devastating knee injury last year. Nigel Green from the corner, no good. Williamson the rebound, goes straight back up and in over number 22, David Jackson. So that's Gil Williamson, 4 early points.
Off to a quick start. Just saw there using his long reach to grab that rebound over David Jackson. So could be a trend for the game, but Jackson is similar in stature, both long arms, and that's going to be a traveling on Jackson.
Yeah, so really deep Saints team as well. We're going to have Andre Green and Trey Hendrick coming off the bench. So some new faces, Harrison Coble and Harrison Wood.
Yeah, so deep the Saints don't even have enough chairs to fit all the players. Got some guys sitting on the bench there. Inside pass to Williamson is dropped. Taken in transition by Booker Nelson. He'll spin move and kick it out to Jackson and back over to Wilson.
Wilson gets the switch of Williamson on and blocked by Williamson. His second block of the night already. Just too big for the Phantoms right now.
It's those long arms are just a game changer for sure.
So Phantoms are going to take it back out with 3 seconds actually on the shot clock. So new thing implemented this year, Liam, shot clock in the prep league. It'll be really interesting. 30 seconds per possession, resets back to 30 on the on an offensive rebound. Williamson inside, no good. Rebound to Wilson. Wilson taking it the other day. All himself, blocked by Nigel Green. Back up again. Shot not blocked and up off the glass and in. 4-2 Saints.
Inside pass to Green from Wood is good.
Saints, pretty big team this year. Got guys like Nigel Green, Riley Wood, Gil Williamson, and Walker Wallace in the starting lineup. KP Pulley's going to handle the point guard duties for the team this year. Wilson slips, and Nigel Green with another block inside. As number 1, Devin Hicks went up. Vandals will clear it back out.
And
failing to see the shot clock once again. Some of the Phantoms just aren't used to. Second shot clock violation.
So Harrison will be making his varsity basketball debut tonight. Just checking in now along with Green and Hendrick. He'll kick this one out of the corner for Green. Good from 3. Andre Green is one of those guys, one of those sophomores that's been developing perfectly. Been in the weight room during the spring, had a phenomenal football season. Understand the camera has just gone out, working on that now.
It's back on, it's back on.
Jump ball. Fair game possession. Checking in for the Phantoms, number 24, Dion Poole.
Fix the time.
That one is taken inside by Booker Nelson, but off the rim. Green with the rebound. Saints try to run transition, but it'll be turned over. Wilson will take it back. To the hoop is Wilson. Blocked by Green.
Nigel Green again.
Saints ball. Checking in for the Saints, number 5, Gil Williamson, and number 2, Deshaun Blue.
So Wood and Green will check out. In comes KP Pulley and Williamson. Two minutes to go in the first quarter here at Scott Gym. I'm also excited to see Trent Hendrick this year.
Absolutely, gotten a lot bigger and I think more fundamentally sound with the basketball. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to get a shot up. Andre Green, top of the key, off the mark. Rebound to David Jackson and the Phantoms.
Yeah, Hendrick has what the Saints lack in great size. It'll be interesting to see how they use him. He was needed last year because he was one of the bigger guys on the team as a freshman, and he's still developing and getting bigger.
So forced pass from Harrison Wood was stolen. Phantoms took it the other way. It's going to be foul on Gil Williamson. 2 shots.
First one is no good from Christian Wilson. And second one way short, but
Ball was tapped around and be a reset of the shot clock, and Phantoms are going to take it back out and reset here. 1:18 to go in the first quarter. Wilson driving. Foul called on the floor. Looks to be on number 3, Andre Green. So reset of the shot clock.
going to be traveling on Mayfield. Mayfield felt he got pushed by Hendrick. The ref didn't say so.
press coming out from the Phantoms. We saw it cause a turnover earlier, and there's another one. Harrison Wood again turns it over. Going the other way, the Phantoms. Wilson guarded by Wood. Takes him in the isolation, drives. Nice shot contest from Andre Green. Nice rebound, taking it the other way. Gets some help. Finds a wide open KP Pulley in the corner and drills the three. KP Pulley looking to maybe be the Saints' top player and top scorer this year.
Yeah, I mean, I had his season ended short last year with an ACL tear, but he was phenomenal in the first couple games last year. Also a sophomore, part of that class of 2022. That's just great for the Saints. That
Another shot blocked. And Trent Hendrick outlet pass to KP Pulley, makes the Euro and lays it in.
And terrible clock awareness from the Phantoms there. Quarter will end 14-5 at the end of the first.
We'll be right back with you guys for the start of the second quarter.
Back now for the start of the second quarter. Inside pass from Pulley to Williamson is good.
It's too easy there. Williamson able to get inside presence too early on in the possession, and Phantoms could not do anything.
Jackson will drive. Shot blocked by Williamson again. His third of the game already. And then this one is turned over by Booker Nelson.
I think the Phantoms are really struggling with the Saints' size here early on. Not able to get anything going inside, and was rumored to be a pretty good shooting team, has not really shot the ball well.
And third chance opportunity from Wood is good.
Number 23, Riley Wood.
And open lane for Booker Nelson. He gets that one to go. Cavanas will push it, but off his foot out of bounds. Turnover.
And Coach Jones and the Saints are going to take a timeout with 6:58 left in the second quarter. Saints lead 18-7. We'll be right back after this timeout.
back after the timeout. Booker Nelson takes this one up. He'll drive and foul on the floor.
Looks to be on Kovanes. Yeah. Third team foul on the Saints.
And lofted pass, eventually corralled by Wilson, and then a foul in the backcourt by Andre Green.
Pretty unnecessary for Nigel Green to do that.
Yeah, 2 quick fouls. Could definitely put the Saints in trouble here early.
Especially when you're missing a guy in Walker Wallace out with an ankle injury. It's, you know, you can only be so deep. Nice steal from KP Pulley.
Jackson's pass is intercepted by Pulley. Easy transition points for him.
Due to the departure of Arnold Henderson, seems to be as KP Pulley's taking over the point guard duty. So it'll be interesting to see how he handles the ball later on this year. Only a sophomore, as we stated.
Yeah, only a sophomore, but still has the size of a senior for sure. I mean, he's a great shooter.
6'3", yeah.
Great shooter. He can drive, set up in the corner. He can really do it all. And I think he's probably, I would say, a top 3 player on this team.
Yeah, Saints can definitely be dangerous this year and put up a challenge to Trinity in the prep league with the 2 trees down low, in Williamson and Wallace. And if they don't turn the ball over and their guard play steps up and they can make shots.
Yeah, I think the main point there is they don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Saints really struggled last year with turnovers, and that's part to blame for that 8-20 record. This is Booker Nelson. Wilson calling for an ISO against Riley Wood. He'll drive, pull up, and blocked by Wood. Corralled by Hicks. Shot from Hicks is an air ball. Rebounded by Wood. And then it turned over again. Jackson with a steal. Phantoms will push. Handed off to the freshman Bracey. He puts it up and rims out. Deep 3 from Bracey is no good. And then Nigel Green gets tangled up with Booker Nelson. And surprised the refs let that go on for so long.
Yeah, call the jump, actually. Saints just being too reckless with the ball. They got to be able to work this press. They're kind of just throwing the ball around down court as Riley Wood's going out and Andre Green will come into the game. But, yeah, turnover's still a problem.
Saints seem to be pressing the ball, but they don't really need to. They've got the size differential. And that one is turned over by Christian Wilson. 3-on-1 for the Saints. Kavanis will pass it over to KP Pulley, who finishes it. And David Jackson.
Nice move, yeah.
Foul will be on Williamson. I think one of the reasons the Saints are pushing it so heavily is because the Phantoms only have 8 players in their roster. So if you push it, I mean, they're going to be gassed by the 4th quarter. You have a lot of opportunities in the open end.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you mentioned, Phantoms only 8-man roster. 3 guys on the bench. Pretty hard to play.
And they're pressing here.
And
freshman Bracey will check Green.
Dangerous passes here.
Inside to Hendrick. He draws the foul. Looks like it will be on the floor.
Interested to see how this lineup ends up doing. Williamson not in the game. I believe it might be his first time actually getting subbed out.
And a nice inside pass from Green to Hendrick.
Off the inbounds too. Another thing we saw the Saints struggle with a lot was their set plays on offense. It seemed they would do better when they would run in transition and be able to make plays on their own. But nice set play there off the inbounds.
Nigel Green is in a delay of game foul for preventing the inbound pass. Haven't seen that in a while.
I believe it was they were trying to get the sub in, and Nigel maybe snatched it from Jackson's hands. I'm not sure, though. I did not see.
And that's a drive from Tuel. No good. Rebound by Jackson, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that was Trent Hendrick's guy, Jackson, who got the rebound as Hendrick came over to help on the drive. Nobody filled in to box him out. So it will be 2 shots.
First from Jackson is good. Jackson could definitely be a threat the rest of the game. He's got long arms and is able to navigate his way to the hoop.
Definitely
pretty
the
well.
biggest guy on this Phantoms team.
Definitely. Converts both from the line. And Phantoms will go back to their press. 2-on-1. And Nigel Green tries for a dunk, but he's fouled by Jackson. He'll go to the line for 2.
2 shots for Green.
Harrison Wood now into the game for Kovanes.
Number 23, Riley Wood checks in for the Saints. Number 2, Booker Nelson. Number 4, Bracy checking for the Phantoms.
Try to get the shot clock in the shot.
Bracy will take a runner, and that misses wide right, and then thrown way behind and over the head of Riley Wood. Turnover by Hendrick.
Yeah, you can see Saints coaches telling them to slow it down a little, take their time. I mean, no rush there, really. It's going to be even numbers anyways.
Booker Nelson will drive and drives into 2 Saints defenders, blocked. Harrison Wood takes in transition and able to get it to go. First bucket for Harrison Wood.
Harrison Wood, another sophomore. Great class of 2022 Saints have. A lot of young guys, but they also have a lot of experienced guys.
Nice rebound from Andre Green.
He's going to need some help here.
Yeah, Harrison Wood is the younger brother of Riley Wood.
Both on the court now. Is a jump ball called there. Riley Wood tried to get it inside. Nice ball movement there from the Saints, and Hendrick to get it to him.
Yeah, Wood actually reclassed, so redshirt junior now.
Hendrick will now come out of the game. Williamson will come back in.
Inside pass to Williamson, he puts it up.
Number 5, Williamson with a delicate hook.
Tuel will drive and unable to get the shot off. Great contest there from Riley Wood. And then out of bounds, but Saints will retain possession. Inbound is deflected. Saints will keep it. Inside pass to Wood. He'll kick it out to KP Poley. Good.
It's KP's second 3 of the day.
Hot take, I think KP Pulley might be one of the best shooters in the 804.
Definitely could make a run for that. It's a nice step back jumper there.
Dion Tuel will answer for the Phantoms.
It's another dangerous pass.
Tuel has it. He'll drive and traveling on Tuel. Small sample size for KP Pulley, but in the games that I've seen him, I think I've seen him miss once.
Yeah, last year started off the year starting actually, but had a really tough knee injury. Ended up needing surgery on his knee. And I believe it was around Christmas time when that injury happened, and there he is again. Saints up 19.
I mean, he just has such great size for a point guard. Not only can he drive and draw contact, but can also set up outside and just drain from three.
10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Fans have had several shot clock violations early on.
Tuel will drive, and that'll be good.
Yeah, Williamson didn't really go for the block. I think he didn't want to get his, I believe it would be his third foul. Here he is
That one
on
is
the
no
other
good
end.
from Williamson, but the foul from KP Pulley, he's fouled on the floor. Saints will sub in 3. Green, Cavanis, and Coble will come in. Williamson, Andre Green, and Harrison Wood will come out.
Harrison Coble, another junior, new on the team this year. The lefty, can really shoot it.
Yeah, Coble's a good baseball player, and there Wood turns it over, intercepted by Booker Nelson. He'll push, and shot is good in transition from Booker Nelson.
Scoreboard says Saints are up 15, but these turnovers really not helping their case. They've had a really strong offensive game, and without Walker Wallace, but turnovers definitely going to be something they need to work on in the second half. We'll be right back over the Saints timeout. So back here, 45 seconds left in the second quarter.
Inside pass to Williamson from Cavanis, and Williamson slams it home.
Going to see a lot of those this year.
This is Hicks, and he gets it to go. Phantoms are keeping up with this press. They find Williamson. He'll drive and can't get it to go, but KP Pulley gets the rebound, puts it up, and he's fouled.
Interesting call by the Phantoms to go with the press here. As you mentioned earlier, only 8-man roster for the Phantoms.
It's going to be hard to keep it up. I mean,
Yeah. Might seem fall back in the second half here, but
it's going to be aerobically
they are behind
exhausting.
a lot.
First from KP Pulley is good. Williamson will sub out. Hendrick comes in. Matt Grant goes to the scorer's table. Second from Pulley is good.
KP's got to have about 15 points this half.
Pulley will go out. Matt Grant, the sophomore defensive back, will come in.
Yeah, Matt Grant
Phenomenal football season.
set Saints single season record for interceptions had 8. So that's the end of the half.
That'll do
In the
it.
first half,
We're back for the
Saints
start of the second half. Saints are up 17.
21.
Back now for the second half. Your St. Christopher Saints are up 17. Had an impressive first half performance from sophomore KP Pulley. First basket here from Damon Hicks is good.
Yeah, KP Pulley led the Saints. And there's a nice job from Gil Williamson. Slams it home, the second dunk of the night.
Yeah, KP Pulley had 19 points in the first half. He's just tallying it up. I mean, he's phenomenal.
I mean,
second closest behind that was Gil Williamson with 6.
mm.
Excuse me, 10. But still a wide margin.
A foul on Kavanis there underneath.
And David Jackson now at the line. He leads the Phantoms in first half scoring with 8.
Yeah, we might see KP break Alex Petrie's point record this year. Definitely possible at this pace.
Yeah. Well, I think they both started around the same time, right? Did Petrie play as a freshman as much?
Definitely not as much as KP would have last year, but I believe he did start as a sophomore.
And this one is turned over in the backcourt by the Saints. Damon King goes up for the shot. It's blocked. Rebounded by Jackson. He'll drive on Williamson. Gets Williamson to the air. And rebounded by Christian Wilson. Poor rebounding by the Saints here. And then the 3 from Bracey is no good. Phantoms put up 3 shots, unable to cash in on any of them. And now Kavanis. Williamson will take a dribble, puts up a nice post hook.
Yeah, they dragged KP on the baseline there, trying to get some isolation with Williamson inside. Phantoms actually did a nice job defending and stayed inside with Williamson, so it wasn't a one-on-one, but just great finish from Williamson. KP Pulley wide open in the corner.
Kavanis will take the 3. Off the mark. Now Christian Wilson will take in transition 1-on-2. And
it's a charge.
It's going to be a charge. Basket from Wilson was good, but going to be an offensive foul. Nikos Kavanis was the one that took the charge. And going to be a timeout by Churchill Academy.
Press continues for the Phantoms.
Nigel Green with the layup.
Ooh, nice up and under.
Really nice.
That was a really nice move.
Booker Nelson will take the layup and can't even get it to the backboard. Great defense there from Riley Wood. Kavanis pushes it in transition. Finds KP Pulley for an easy layup. Jackson will drive. Puts up an off-balance shot. Rebounded by Williamson. Over to Wood, and he's stripped by
It was a nice poke from
Christian Wilson.
Yeah.
Now this is Damon Hicks on the other end, and can't even hit the rim. Rebounded by Nigel Green. Saints will push it again. And Williamson is fouled by Christian Wilson. Will be a shooting foul, so Williamson will go to the line for 2. I was hoping Williamson was going to kick it out to KP Poley in the corner.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Started to take himself, did draw the foul. Another thing we saw the Saints struggle with a lot last year was, foul shooting. The free ones, you got to take those points. Williamson misses another there.
Yeah, and that hurt the Saints a lot last year because there was a lot of close games. I mean, a lot of games that were decided by 5 or 6 points against big-time programs like Trinity, Highland Springs. They only lost by a few. Second from Williamson is good. Harrison Wood will check in.
Yeah.
KP Poley checks out.
Andre Green and Trent Hendrick also back in the game now.
And that one's blocked by Williamson. That's his 4th block of the game. But Mayfield's able to get his own rebound and put it up for 2. Hendrick will drive. And nice take from Trent Hendrick. Gets it off the glass.
Trent Hendrick's a guy who's going to look to make a difference this year off the bench. Brings a lot of energy.
Booker Nelson with an open lane. That's too easy.
I think Andre Green was expecting the help there on the baseline, and the Saints up 20 now.
Yeah, that was a bad defensive breakdown. I think that's why.
Coach Jones going to call a timeout.
Yeah,
after
definitely
that.
needs a timeout after that one.
And yeah, we'll be
joining the. Back now. Cavanis pulls up for 2, but that's short. And Hendrick was there positioning-wise to the rebound, but able to bring it in. Christian Wilson will bring it up for the Phantoms. Bracy left wide open in the corner.
Another defensive breakdown there.
Yeah, the freshman's able to knock it in from the corner.
Coach Jones not liking what he sees defensively from this lineup, I think. Already sending three new guys to the scores table.
And Hendrick is stripped by Wilson. Wilson will take it the distance and can't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Williamson. And Cavanis will push it. Inside pass to Hendrick in transition, and Hendrick has it.
Nice job in transition from Cavanis, able to find the seams in the defense and able to get it to try Hendrick inside.
Foul on the floor by Williamson. Was guarding David Jackson on the play.
Yeah, so Wood, Nigel Green, KP Pulley back in the game as Kovanas Williamson and Andre Green head out.
And the freshman puts up a three, but off the mark, rebounded by Harrison Wood, and then a foul by Dion Tuel.
Confusion. Saints here trying to get this press break going. They don't really do a whole much with it. Harrison Wood going to take it up on his own.
And Wood loses it at half court, stripped by Booker Nelson. He'll take it the distance and gets it to go.
Nice defensive play there from Booker Nelson. Harrison Wood tried to take it up himself, ended up losing his handle on it.
And this time I'll turn it over to KP Pulley. Nice spin move from Pulley, but they're going to call a double dribble, saying that Pulley picked it up, turned it over too much. I didn't think he did, but I'm not standing right there, so.
Yeah, typically officials let that one slide, but that one was called. Pretty good. It looked like a pretty good move to me, but.
Dion Tuel will drive, but can't even get it on the board. Saints will push. KP Pulley pulls it from three, short, rebounded by Pulley. Kicks it out to Nigel Green for a wide open three in the corner. That's far. Riley Wood with the rebound. He goes up, a lot of contact, foul on David Jackson.
We saw Nigel Green wide open in the corner. Great pass from KP Pulley, great look. They got the ball where it needed to be and found the hole in the defense off the offensive rebound, but Nigel Green inconsistent with his outside shot. Was the same last year, but I think he's made great strides in the offseason trying to get that shot up.
Wood inbounds it to Green, who's fouled immediately by Bracy. Phantoms already have 5 fouls in the second half here. So I believe Saints will go to the line for the next one.
Nice backdoor cut from KP Pulley. Nice hands from Nigel Green there.
Green takes it in transition by himself. Gets the and one. Foul's gonna be on David Jackson.
Green will head to the line for one more.
That's Jackson's third foul. Green puts the free throw through, and Harrison Wood will check out. Kavanas checks in. Christian Wilson takes it to the rack and gets it to go. KP Pulley's gonna take it all the way. And nice left-handed layup. That's a really impressive finish from
Pulley
KP Pulley.
is not left-handed. First of all, he's right-handed. A really nice finish.
And long three from Bracy. Doesn't even hit the rim.
Ball goes out of bounds. Safe ball.
Sure as coach isn't happy with that one. That was way deep, early into the shot clock. And now we see Bracy just pulled from the game. Riley Wood is also subbed out. Harrison Coble will come in.
Coach Jones trying a lot of new combinations with the lineup here. Of course, they are without Walker Wallace.
Nice pressure here from Dion Tuel. Almost caused a turnover. Gets it up to Poli, though. He'll take it inside. Can't
Nice
draw the
rebound.
contact. Coble had the rebound but lost it. Now the Phantoms will push it. It's Tuel. And he draws contact. Will go to the line for 2.
Green, 2 shots.
First from Tuel is short. For 2 from the line. And yet again, telegraphing the passes.
Ill-advised pass there. And he's just got to be more careful with the ball. Trying to get past this press.
It is reassuring that the Saints are seeing their issues early on in the season and can see those and identify them prior to facing a opponent that might make you pay for those.
Yeah, Prep League's looking pretty strong this year. Trinity's always good. The guy Henry Coleman went to Duke recently. Added a couple guys there. Collegiate lost some firepower, but they'll still be pretty good. Benedictine also looking nice, despite them not in the Prep League.
Just the 804 in general has gotten really competitive for basketball.
Yeah, even Zaire Wade and Bronny James team, Sierra Canyon's coming to play John Marshall on the 21st, I believe. So
It's at the Arthur Ashe Center,
Yeah.
right? Yep. Saints participated in that same tournament last year. Poli's free throw is short, and then frustration foul from Poli on Booker Nelson. Junior John Jordan comes in for Poli. Hendrick goes out, and Williamson will come in. So I believe this is the first time Jordan has seen the floor tonight. Also making his varsity basketball debut. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll take a break, be back for the fourth. Back now for the start of the fourth quarter. Wood takes it inside and able to get it off the glass to go. And that one's off the mark from 3 from Booker Nelson. And then Nigel Green able to retain possession somehow. And Green is stripped. Christian Wilson will take in transition. He'll push it. And not sure if they're going to give him the bucket. Looks like they will give him the bucket.
They will count it, yeah.
So, and one from Christian Wilson. I think he's definitively their best player tonight. David Jackson's been impressive as well, but
got
Christian
into foul
Wilson,
trouble.
Yeah, Christian Wilson definitely the forerunner for the Phantoms. And Wilson able to get the free throw to go. So Saints are now going to call a timeout.
Overall, really good, first game performance from the Saints. Able to sort of set the tone for the rest of the year.
Yeah, and it's convenient to have not a bad team to play first, but I mean, I would say unexperienced, and they lack depth in their roster. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how good your players are. If you don't have depth coming off the bench, I mean, they don't even have 10 players. I mean, it's going to be hard to maintain that same press throughout the game.
Yeah, Saints are without Walker Wallace today, as we mentioned earlier, ankle injury. It'll be interesting to see how the season pans out. Saints play Norfolk Academy on the road this Friday. That should be a pretty interesting one.
What's his name, Mark Jackson? No. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he did transfer to Montverde.
Oh, really?
Mark Williams.
Yeah, Mark Williams.
I believe he committed to Duke recently.
Yeah, another 804 kid that's playing at Power 5 school. That one is kicked out by Wilson. But I mean, Isaiah Todd, Henry Coleman, Armando Bacat, Mark Williams, a lot of guys that are playing at really impressive programs that have come out of Richmond.
Absolutely. Nick Sherrod, former St. Chris alums, lighting it up this year for Richmond, averaging about 20 points a game.
Yeah, and U of R is looking just better all around.
I think they might be able to slip into the NCAA tournament.
I think so.
They can keep it up. But definitely an experienced roster. VCU also looking really strong this year. Just basketball in the 804 is just improving. And so, should be an interesting non-conference schedule for the Saints. Got a couple games at home against Guardian Christian Academy, Walsingham.
Andre Green able to get the three to go.
Also play an Australian team, Sunshine Coast, next week. And Prep League play for them will start in January.
Saints are also playing Flint Hill this year, which we usually don't play them in basketball. We've encountered them in football last year late in the season. Played at Flint Hill. Close game, but Saints gave it away in the end.
Playing them again in football this year at home, and Saints ended up taking the win. Very successful football season for the Saints. Won the Prep League. A lot of football players also play basketball too. So it's great to see.
Yeah, 4 of the 5 on the court right now are starters on the team. Nice pass.
Great pass from KP Pulley. That's Gil Williamson's third dunk.
This is Wilson for 3. It's off the mark. Green with the rebound. Kicks it to the corner for Pulley. And Pulley gets it to go.
Almost automatic when he's open.
I'm feeling good about that hot take from earlier about KP Pulley being one of the best shooters in the 804. He just doesn't miss.
Oh, nice steal from Nigel Green.
And slams it home. able to pickpocket and slam it home. Inside shot from Mayfield is good.
It's just so great to see KP Pulley back out there playing after the injury he had last year.
Yeah, and it really brings another element to this Saints offense, having a commanding point guard like that that can control the tempo.
And just someone who can shoot. Saints really struggled with the three-point shot last year.
Definitely. And David Jackson loses his footing there. Looks like they will call a foul on the Saints. They'll give it to Nigel Green. And David Jackson goes to the line for 2. Cavanis and Nigel Green will check out.
Likely for the last time tonight.
Matt Grant and Harrison Coe will come in. Jackson's second free throw is no good, rebounded by Andre Green. I think the Saints probably going to be moving the ball around a little bit more in these last 5 minutes. Try to have long possessions and draw off the clock. Open look for Wood is off the mark. And Dion Tuel gets the rebound. Nice drive from Christian Wilson, gets the N1.
Basket name number 3, Wilson. One shot.
Told you that kid was gonna be nice. And able to get the N1 free throw as well. Interested to see Harrison Coble and Matt Grant get some time. Haven't seen them play before. And Andre Green drives and draws contact.
Injuries happen, you know, opens up the door for anybody to play.
Yeah. First from Andre Green is good. It's been a while since I've seen Saints score this many points in a game.
Yeah.
76 points is a lot for a
8-minute
high school
quarters.
team with 8-minute quarters. Wilson has an open lane to the hoop, and one again.
Miscommunication by the Saints defense. Nobody stopped the ball at the half court. Coach Ennis can't be happy about that one.
And air ball is a free throw. Christian Wilson, definitely the best player tonight, but got off to a slow start. It's been really impressive in the second half. I think that was his third and one of the half.
Saints trying to get past this press once again.
Yeah.
Harrison Wood showing off his handles here.
He gets doubled, gets rid of it. And then over the head of Coble is Matt Grant's pass. Nice behind the back from Dion Tuel, and a nice finish. Matt Grant's gonna take it to the hoop and gets it to go.
It's his first varsity points, I believe.
Yep. deep three from Bracy. He gets it to go. Bracy doesn't do much but shoot, but for a freshman, he's hit some deep threes. Coble takes it inside. Can't get it to go, but Hendrick gets the rebound, and Hendrick puts it through.
Saints are going to need that big guy coming off the bench, you know, when Williamson and Wallace get into foul trouble. It's always handy to have.
Yeah, they desperately needed size last year, and Hendrick was able to step into that role, but
As a freshman, it's only so much you can ask him to do.
right, and when you've got Williamson and Wallace out there for the majority of the game playing 25, 30 minutes, I mean, they're going to get into foul trouble. Coble can't get it to go. Wilson with the rebound, he'll push it. Finds Bracy outside. Bracy is fouled. That one should be on the floor.
Foul's going to be on Matt Grant as Colin Royal at the scorer's table going to sub in after this free throw.
Going to be 2 shots because that is the Saints' 10th foul.
Just 2:22 left in the game here.
Cameron Talebi's in the check-in. First time this season.
Saints number 32, Cameron Talebi.
Colin Royal is also in the game. Matt Grant will drive, kicks it to Talebi, and Talebi's jumper is just short. Christian Wilson gets the layup in transition.
Just inside 2 minutes now.
Colin Royal is fouled. That'll put him at the line for 1-and-1. Royal's brother graduated last year running track at UCLA. First free throw is no good, and David Jackson gets the rebound. Pushes up to Mayfield, and then Mayfield assists Tuel. Tuel strips Matt Grant on the rebound, and then kicks it out to Christian Wilson for a deep three, and just rattles out. Rebounded by Harrison Coble, and he's fouled.
I believe that's going to be 2 shots as well. Yeah, it will be 10 fouls for both teams.
First free throw from Coble is off the iron. Coble gets the second one to go. Minute and a half remaining. David Jackson's going to take a three, and he gets it to go. Looks like they're going to call it a 2-point, so his foot was on the line. Coble finds Grant. Grant inside to Talebi. Nice pump fake from Talebi, and Talebi gets the layup. Deep three from Bracy.
And
Talebi
Talebi fighting for the rebound jump ball. Possession error will stay with the Phantoms.
It's a really nice pump fake on that last series for the Saints by Talebi. And there he is again on the rebound.
Yeah. Putting in work.
And Coble gets it to go. in transition.
Everybody's scoring here for the Saints. Up 21.
Christian Wilson, another and one. I believe that is his 4th and one of the half. He was quiet in the first half, but in the second half, he's been phenomenal. And Wilson converts on the free throw. Clayton Hilbert's now in the game for the Saints, as is John Jordan. And Joe Blazak and Jude Reeferson also come in. So an entirely new look, trying to get the younger guys some time. And going to be a kick ball violation on the Phantoms. 33 seconds remaining.
Great to see some of the young guys get in.
Blazak takes a 3 and rims out. Christian Wilson kicks out to Bracey in the corner, and Bracey gets it to go.
I believe that's his first 3 of the night. Saints only have 15 now.
John Jordan kicks it to Talibi. He'll step in, kicks it out to Reeferson, and then back out to Hilbert, who will hold it. Good sportsmanship here from the Saints. They'll just hold it and end the game.
Yeah. Great first game for the Saints here, first of the season.
Yeah, won by a good margin of 15. They take on Norfolk Academy on Friday away. I don't believe we'll be streaming that game.
We will not be.
But I think Norfolk has their own network. Should be able to find the stream online. Thanks for joining us. This is Liam Nolan and William McDermott. See you next time.